Welcome back to Resilient Dre. So, today I want to give you guys advices because I have a large amount of knowledge in housing, but not housing knowledge information that you guys are thinking, like no real estate, not loan mortgage officer, nothing like that. Although I have some information about that, I have some knowledge about that. I used to work in a rather big company for many years, like over a decade and a half. And we used to basically get all the material together for commercial and residential. So if you wanted to do a 20 floor building, I was the person to be able to get all of that material, all of the stuff to build that whole building. Same as for a house. I was the man to get you a colonial, to get your ranch, high ranch, any type of house. I was the one to get you all the material for that house. Again, if you needed, let's say, material for a whole complex of condos, one of those fancy ones that you go in and the doors open and there is like 500 condos like very close together. I was the person able to get you the material to build all of those. So I have a little bit of knowledge with the stuff that works and the stuff that doesn't work. I give you an example. So let's say when the whole thing, the whole complex is done and they want to buy the appliances and they are buying, let's say, 200 300 sets of appliances, right? And depends if they are selling the high-end ones for the high-end condos or the lower condos with the lower end appliances. And believe it or not, I was also attached to the warranty. So let's say that I will give them like a 2-year warranty. And if something happens to those appliances, I would be able to swap them. And basically the builder would just get the thing. We had a 2-year warranty. I'll get it and swap it, and that's it. Boom, boom, done. Because appliances don't really break in 2 years, it wasn't something that it was happening every day. But then it started happening. Appliances start breaking in 8 months, a year, 2 years. I was like, what's happening? And I can tell you exactly what type of appliances you need to get so they last for a long time. So let's start with the fridges, right? Where you put your food so you can store it. Cold, freezer, you can put it there for even longer. All right? Regular fridge. So let's just talk about 3 styles that everybody have now. Let's start with the most common one that everybody has. It's like this style that everybody have. The French doors, right? So the French doors, not the side by side, but the French style, the one that is a bigger door and then the freezer underneath, right? So this one is actually pretty reliable. The only issue is actually has 2 issues. Listen well. This one has an issue with the freezer. For some reason, if you fill the freezer, which is on underneath, right? On the French style, it's underneath. You just pull the drawer underneath. If you fill the freezer, let's say that you put a bunch of boxes full of frozen food and all the stuff that you want to save, right? If you fill it, it's all the way up, something is gonna break. Almost always. I would know why that thing broke. Because the customer filled the whole freezer and he just kept it there for months with a full freezer. They break. How they break? For some reason, the fan the fan that is pushing the cold air gets icicles on the fan, and it gets more icicles to the point that it just stops flowing air. It just breaks the fan. When the fan breaks, it's like basically a chain of events, right? The fan breaks, and then the internal thermometer breaks for some reason, and then the whole thing just starts breaking up and doesn't want to freeze, and then just sounds like a broken helicopter. It's crazy. So that is the problem with the French door ones. A lot of those used to come with that issue because people would just fill the crap out of the freezer. I will always tell them, you have the whole like space, right? The front of it, you can fill it up all the way. The back, leave a little bit, leave like four like fingers, maybe like 2.5 inches, right, to 3 inches of a space. You can fill the whole front of it, when you pull the drawer, all the front, you can fill it up. Just leave a little bit of a space on the back so the air can flow. If you fill the whole drawer, the air doesn't have any place to go. And remember, some of those French doors, the freezer is mixed, like the whole compressor and the coolness is mixed with the fridge part. So the freezer breaks, the fridge breaks. The newer ones, they come with two compressors. So if the freezer breaks, you at least still have the fridge working. And this will happen like quick. This will happen quick, like in a year. It will be like they will just call me up and say, "Hey, what's happening? You know, the house is brand new. We have a brand new appliances, blah blah blah." And I will be like, "Did you fill the whole drawer of the whole freezer drawer?" And they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't know why the design or something is wrong with it. When the drawer is filled on the French door style, the thing just breaks." Second, and this goes for all of them, for all of the fridges, ice and water dispenser. Some of them, the people that actually maintain, take the whole water thing and the ice dispenser out and clean the extra ice and everything every month. Those fridges will last 5 to 10 years easily. But they actually open the little door where all the ice is. Oh my goodness, there is something clogged in here. They start chipping the ice away, leave it all clean again, and they will last you some extra months. Do it again, open up, chip the ice, leave it all clean and nice. It will last another 2 months like that. It's just a game like that with those. Water dispenser. For some reason, some states, let's say, the water comes not so cold. So you have cold water, you have warm water, right? The cold water is the one that goes connected to the back of the fridge. So it gets filtered and then you get the water dispenser, right? For some reason, some states, the water is not as cold. I don't know why it creates a little bit of accumulation. When you have accumulation in the fridge, things for some reason starts to break. That's why when you put a fruit on the fridge, it just kind of like dries out and everything because the whole thing needs to be dry to work fine. If ever like humidity starts going on, you get mold, you get a bunch of things, and the thermostat starts breaking, the fan starts breaking, it starts freezing up because the fans move very quickly, and then it starts freezing up, and then again sounds like a broken helicopter. So I remember the people with the higher end houses and higher end condos and higher end apartment buildings and everything, all with the big nice appliances. They will come and be like, why it's like it's a brand new appliance. It's nice. Like why it's broken? I've only had it for 2 years. There you go. You have, let's say, a French one, French style, filled up your freezer, broke. You had the ice and the water. For some reason, the mix, it breaks. In 2 3 years, it's done. The fridge with no ice maker and no water, the one that you just open and it's just fridge and freezer, right? Always works perfectly. No issues. Maybe one in like 100. It was never an issue. In fact, in my shed, I have a fridge from 30 years ago. It's just one of those plain white ones. It just opens and closes. The whole thing still works perfectly. No ice, no water. If you want an appliance that is gonna last you 20, 30 years, buy one without the water and without the ice. And if you see one that is beautiful and the one you want it to last, don't use the water, don't use the ice. Keep it disconnected. I know you're like, but if I am buying it, I'm just using it. To your own risk. So that advice for the fridges I can give you because I have seen it time and time again. I don't know what they put these features. If yes, I'm gonna have in the comments, oh, my fridge has been like 20 years and I have had the water thingy and it's been always good. Well, I'm telling you, for 16 years I have been doing this. The ones with the French doors, the ones with the freezer. The people feel like pack the crap out of the freezers. The freezer usually breaks. One with the water, one with the ice. Always between 3 and 5 years, something has to go wrong. Something has to go wrong. Now, dishwashers. Oh, dishwashers. It's like 3 things you have to take care of the dishwasher. First, a lot of people are like, my freaking dishwasher doesn't work well. Like it's like the high end. It doesn't work well. What the heck is going on, right? A lot of people try to save money by lowering the heat on the water heaters. You know, their home general water heaters. So they lower a little bit. So you can save a little bit of money and the water doesn't come out steaming, right? But let me tell you something. The dishwashers love hot water. In fact, on the back, only the hot water gets connected to the dishwasher, right? Doesn't matter what type of soap you put. You can put the award-winning top-rated, because if you go to the grocery store, you will see those bags that say #1 dishwasher soap, top-rated, the best one ever. Doesn't matter what you buy. If your water heater is turn it down just by a little bit and it's not coming out the water as hot as you know, like not as possible, but it's not coming out as hot, the water heaters is not gonna, the dishwasher is not gonna work well. Now, if you turn the water heater, just turn it so you don't burn yourself, right? Always do that. Just turn it so you don't burn yourself. Turn the kitchen faucet on and go and start playing with it and just touch the water to the point that you're not burning yourself, but it's pretty warm, okay? That is how I usually do it, right? If the water is warm enough for the dishwasher, everything is gonna be cleaned up perfectly. And you don't even have to buy the most expensive soaps. Trust me, don't buy the most expensive soaps. Just buy the one with the regular cardboard box, and it comes with the white powder, the old school original dishwasher soap. That is only like $6, $5, not like the $25 one that comes in like a little pillow with like 3 different chemicals in it. Don't buy that. That is all fluff. If you see the chemicals are on top of the white powder underneath. You know what I mean? The real soap, the real dishwasher soap is the white powder. Just buy the white powder. They sell it everywhere. You know, I don't know if I can say brands in here, but there, just get the cheaper dishwasher white powder, no chemicals, no liquids, and then just get one of those measuring cups. Get like half a cup of the half a cup, fill it up with the white powder, put it on the base of the dishwasher, and boom. Try to put uh, a mode, well, a setting that is gonna be always the same setting. Dishwashers don't like to be changed settings a lot. Just put a one setting and that's it. That's it. Oh, and another thing, do not buy. I know that the new ones, almost all of them come with the automatic heating. Like at the end, the automatic drying up is like a big element underneath the dishwasher that heats up the whole thing, and all of your dishes heat up and like dry up. Don't buy that. Don't buy that. At some point, and we had so many customers, at some point, they're gonna put something plastic in the dishwasher. The water pressure is gonna make that plastic thing just fly off, and at some point it's gonna land on that element, and the element at the end of the cycle is gonna melt that whole plastic. So let's recap. Dishwasher, don't buy the top of the line. If you like stainless, just get the stainless with no heating element. Just when it's done, just open the door a little bit, come an hour, 2 hours later, and then just put them away, let them just air dry. At some point, something is gonna jump off the racks, it's gonna land on the heating element, and you're gonna have a melted plastic mess. Okay? Now, turn up the water heater a tiny little bit so you don't burn yourself, but that is the key for clean dishes. Yes, people have to actually rinse the dish before putting it in the dishwasher. I really hate people that just put like half a meal on the dishwasher and the whole thing is a mess. Don't do that. Rinse it on the sink, put it in the dishwasher. Rinse it on the sink, put it in the dishwasher. So we know a little bit about the fridges. We know a little bit about the dishwashers. Microwave, they're all, like the over-the-counter microwaves, they're all about the same. I have seen the insides of the nice branded ones, and the inside of the really like off-brand, like Temu over-the-counter microwaves. It's the same thing. Even the elements, the buttons, everything is the same thing. It's crazy. I don't know why people buy such expensive when they hold the same structure inside. It's crazy. So fridge, we went through the fridge, we went through the dishwasher, and I'm gonna also tell you a little bit about the dryer and washer, because this was a big thing. Oh, I want the biggest washer and dryer. I remember buying from our vendors like 50, 100 of them, and they always wanted the bigger one. Only the tiny little apartments with the double stack one, that the thing is garbage. Anyways, the bigger ones. Just because you have the biggest washer doesn't mean that you can put your whole closet inside. Don't do it. Don't do it. You see, the new ones, they don't come with the plastic thing in the middle. They don't do that anymore, right? They just come nothing, just empty. Please, if you have the new ones that comes without the plastic agitator in the middle, the ones that come without it, only fill half. Only fill half. Like the whole thing is here, only fill it half of clothing. don't fill the whole thing up. It's not gonna wash well, and you are gonna strain the motor. It's not meant to fill the whole thing up. Now, with the dryer, right? If you have a big dryer, don't put your whole closet in there, right? If you put your whole closet in there, you are gonna press that restart button 3 times. Never is gonna dry well, and all of the pipe going outside is gonna get all humid and full of mold and horrible. So always half. Washer, half. Dryer, half. And it's gonna just dry it all out in one cycle. That's how it works. And if you are going crazy with it, the thing is gonna break. The motor of the dryer is gonna break. And this is how you extend the life of your appliances. Now, I have a pretty nice fridge. I have one of those nice French doors. I have like a glass on the side that you touch it and the thing lights up and it's beautiful. With the knowledge that I have about the fridges, right? This one have been over 6 years working perfectly. You know why? Because I never connected the water and I never connected the ice. I don't need it. I told my wife, I know that you like it, but I prefer to just get the regular plastic trays for the ice. We have like 4 of those. That's it. It's been perfect. No issues. I have a friend has the same fridge basically, but in a different tone, like a dark silver. Already broke twice because he uses the water and the ice all day, every day, and he has 3 kids, and he just pours water all day. I have 2 kids. They don't use it because it's not connected, and that fridge is gonna be there forever. It's gonna be there for 20 years because I don't know why the ice and the dispenser of water always creates a chain of events that at some point is gonna break your fridge. Don't use it. Get a filter. Get the trace of ice. Okay? So we went through the fridges, we went through the dishwasher, we went through the clothes washing machine, and the dryer. I'm gonna make another video on also the materials. When you build a house, we're gonna be a little more structured, you know, how to select your 2x4s. I used to always fight with my people because we will get the deliveries of 2x4s and they will go and rush and open them up, and I was like, no, don't open nothing, don't open, just leave it the way it is. It's all pressure bonded, every single stick is straight, just leave it like that. From the time that you open it, 3 days later, those things start looking like bananas. So leave it bonded tight, perfect, and leave it inside the building, because outside with the heat and the cold and the rain, you know, and we're gonna talk about materials. We're gonna talk about materials because I bought tons and tons and truckloads of materials for residential and commercial, all of that. And we're gonna talk about what's the difference between old school houses and the new houses. Because although new houses have some cool stuff going on, I have experience with old school houses too. Old school houses, man, those things used to be built tough. Used to be built like, it used to be heavy duty. And I'll explain why. All right. So thank you so much. I hope you learned something about appliances today, and I will see you on the next one.